Hare Krishna. So today we continue our discussion on these beautiful prayers of Satyavrata Muni, offering them to Lord Damodar. And we have discussed, although he is aware of the Lord's greatness and his Aishwarya, he longs only for this sweet relationship with the Lord. And this is instructive for everyone who wants to progress to this utmost deep relationships with the Lord. That although we of course understand that the Lord is Supreme Personality of Godhead, his Aishwarya is unlimited, and that his Ishvara, he's the Lord of everyone. Nevertheless, we should try to go deep, like Satyavrata Muni exhibiting here in these prayers, that we want just this intimate relationship with the Lord, that we don't want to be hampered by this understanding that the Lord is the Almighty Personality. Yes, this is extremely important. Otherwise, if we don't try to develop this relationship, automatically will never come. Yes, that's the question of consciousness. It's not a question of some mechanical process. Yes, therefore Prabhupada established Krishna consciousness movement. Yes, it's about consciousness, not even about, he didn't name the movement of Krishna worship movement, although definitely we worship Krishna, but the consciousness is that counts. Yes, if our consciousness is somewhere else during our worship, the Lord is not obliged to accept our worship. Like this famous story when Krishna came to negotiate peace with the Kauravas, Duryodhana accepted Krishna with the highest possible worship one can imagine. He accepted Krishna with kirtan, because he knew that Krishna loves kirtan. And he put him on the new golden throne, just made for Krishna. Can you imagine golden throne? Who can afford a golden throne? And he massaged Lord's feet and prepared wonderful feast for Lord Krishna. But Krishna didn't want to accept anything from him because he was not his devotee. All he performed, this worship and this glorification of Krishna and this hospitality for Krishna, was just selfish, with some selfish purpose in his heart. So if we turn to the Lord with our worship, with selfish motives, please Lord, make me healthy, make me wealthy. These are selfish motives, maybe not as demoniac as Duryodhana entertained, but still they are selfish. So therefore here Satyavrata Muni prays, I don't want any boon from you. Like Prahlad has the same attitude. I don't want anything from you, my Lord. I just want to serve you. I just want to love you. This is my only desire. I don't want any other boon. Yes. And then first he prays to see the Lord's form of Balagopala. And he realizes, or actually, then he just got immersed in his face, his beautiful face, which is most charming. His beautiful face is even more attractive than his form, other form. Yes, it's so unlimitedly attractive. Everyone wants to kiss the Lord's face, we said. Even his earrings are kissing the Lord's cheeks. Yes. And what to speak of Mother Yashoda and Srimati Radharani, they are always kissing the Lord's face. Yes. And he would also love to see the Lord's face always. But then he realizes, my prayers are not enough, I should engage in Nama Sankirtan. And he glorifies the Lord's names, because the Lord's names are most potent. And these names that one can think that they're full of Aishwarya, and can be, of course, full of Aishwarya, of understanding of Lord's greatness. But according to our acharyas, can be also full of sweetness. The names of Krishna from Vrindavan. Actually, all names are Krishna's names. Everything that exists is just a manifestation of Krishna, external or internal. One who has eyes full of love of Krishna can see that everything is spiritual energy of the Lord. And it is explained by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur how every name is just the name of Krishna. But our convenient understanding of these material names is material. Therefore, we don't see things connected to Krishna, that is actually Krishna's name. Yes, so everything is Krishna. And then realizes that Krishna may appear to me, but then disappear again, because this is his nature, we said. And therefore he prays only for prema bhakti, and he doesn't want anything else. I just want to love you, my Lord. I just want this prema bhakti. And then prema is so powerful. It's Sri Krishna Akarshini, that it attracts Krishna himself. So if I will get prema, then Krishna will appear before me on his own. Yes, but it is very difficult to get prema. Muktim dadati karhichit mana bhakti-yogam. It is explained in 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna gives easily mukti, but not bhakti, because bhakti has a power to control him, and he's not very easily to be bound, as we can see from these pastimes. Krishna is not willing to be bound. So bhakti is too powerful for him, so he is very careful to whom he gives bhakti. Yes, bhakti is more powerful than himself, so he's careful not to give bhakti just to anyone. Yes, therefore, bhaktyat vananya shakya aham evam vidorjuna gyatum drashtum cha tatvana pravishtum cha parantapa. Therefore, only by ananya bhakti one can understand Krishna, one can connect with Krishna. Ananya. Anya means other, and ananya means not other. This is from 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Lord explains, yes, and in other places also, how he can be understood, how we can connect with him only by pure devotional service, ananya bhakti, nothing else than bhakti. So if in our heart is anything else than bhakti, Krishna will not reveal himself. Yes. So it's so important to understand this deeply. Because of our spiritual laziness, we can think that I can entertain many other desires, I can maintain our life that is practically not so much connected to Krishna. And because Krishna is merciful, I'll go back home, back to Godhead. But this is not Krishna's philosophy. Yes, it's not Krishna's philosophy. Yes, therefore we should try to embrace Krishna's philosophy, not our concocted, lazy ideas, what will connect us to Krishna. Okay, so now we'll go to the last verse of this Dāmodarāṣṭaka. Namastestu damne spura dipti damne tvadiyodarayata vishvasya damne.
Namastestu damne spura dipti damne tvadiyodarayata vishvasya damne.
Namo radhikayai tvadiya priyayai namo nantalilaya devaya tubhyam.
Namo radhikayai tvadiya priyayai namo nantalilaya devaya tubhyam.
O Lord Dāmodara, obeisances unto the brilliantly effulgent robe binding your belly. Obeisances unto your belly, the abode of the entire universe. Obeisances unto your dear most beloved, Srimati Radharani, and obeisances unto you, O Lord, who display unlimited pastimes. Yes. Namaste stu damne spura dipti damne. I offer my obeisance to this robe that binds your belly. And this robe is unlimitedly effulgent, yes. And your belly is dipti damne, is effulgent abode, yes, of your brilliance. Actually, it's explained by our acharyas that this robe is brilliant by itself and it encircles the Lord. So represents also the Lord's Brahman effulgence. Yes, the Lord's is brilliant and emanates great effulgence. And this robe represents this Brahman effulgence. And this Brahman is encircling the material world and protects the spiritual reality from material existence, and also prevents those who have material consciousness to connect with the personal feature of the Lord. Yes, therefore, in Sri Ishopanishad, there is a prayer. Hiranmayena patrina satyasya pihitamukam tatvam pushana pavrinu satadharmaya drishtaye. O Lord, please remove this effulgence that covers your beautiful face. Yes. And show yourself, show your beautiful face, show your beautiful form to your faithful devotee. Yes. So this is also our prayer to this robe. Please reveal the Lord to me in my heart. Yes. Dipti Dhamma. Dhamma means abode, and Dhamma means robe. Yes. So, and in the Lord's belly, there are unlimited universes, as we have also already discussed. That Lord showed these unlimited universes to Mother Yashoda in two different occasions. Once Mother Yashoda was breastfeeding a child, and then Krishna just yawned, like you have yawned now. And Mother Yashoda suddenly saw unlimited universes in her child's mouth. Yes, and she was astonished. She didn't know what is happening. Is she deranged or something? And the other occasion is even more famous, when Krishna was eating dirt, and all the children from Gokula came to Mother Yashoda and complained to her that Krishna is eating dirt. And Yashoda was very upset. Don't you have, like Mother Shachi was also upset when Nimai was eating dirt. And don't you have sandesh and other sweets at home? And he argued as an impersonalist philosophy that sandesh is transformation of dirt and dirt is dirt, so what's the difference? It's everything the same. And she explained him very philosophically how one transformation of dirt can be used for some purpose and another transformation for other purpose. For example, transformation of clay, which is dirt, into a pot, we can carry water around. But other transformation, like a cake, we cannot carry water with the cake, but cake is used for feeding oneself. So, and dirt, which is another form, is not edible. So we use different transformations of earth for different purposes. And then Lord Chaitanya very gladly accepted the philosophy of his mother. Yes. He was gladly defeated by his devotee. Hare Krishna. So, Mother Yashoda was also disturbed when Krishna ate dirt. And Krishna even lied to her that I didn't eat dirt. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ki Jai, Shri Shri Garanita ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramayi ki Jai. So then Mother Yashoda wanted to see if it's true or not. And Krishna opened his mouth. And Krishna is supreme, absolute truth. And he showed all the earth in his mouth. Not just a little bit of earth, but all the universes, all the dirt that there is was in his belly, in his mouth. There's different statements. Lord Brahma in his prayers says that Mother Yashoda saw these universes in his belly. So here this belly in this prayer of Dāmodarāṣṭaka is also full of universes, unlimited universes. And from his belly the lotus flower sprouts on which Lord Brahma takes birth. And this lotus flower also contains all the universes in itself. So we can see the Lord is inconceivable. How is this possible? We are tiny, tiny creatures lost in the universe, we can say. If one looks in the night sky, which are full of different stars, and this is explained as to be the tiniest of universes, our universe. But we can perceive with our eyes only a small fragment of the universe. And all different universes, unlimited different universes are situated in the Lord's belly. So how can we, who are extremely insignificant, have any type of relationship with the Lord? One can think. But the Lord is inconceivable. He can establish personal relationship, and not just any kind of relationship. He can establish most intimate relationship, just as you would like to develop. Yes. Tvam bhakti-yoga paribhavita hritsaroja seshu tekshita bhato nananata pumsam yatyati yata rugaya vibhavayanti tattatva pranayasi satanugrahaya. It is explained in 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam how the Lord appears in direct form one devotee meditates upon. So whatever the relationship you would like to have with the Lord is reveals just perfectly to have the relationship with you. Yes. So He's inconceivable. This is achintya. And whatever is spiritual is achintya. Because the mind and intelligence are material elements, and nothing material can penetrate the spiritual realm. So, therefore, everything is achintya. We can, of course, give some explanation, but ultimately, everything is achintya, beyond reason, because reason is material. Yes. So, Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. I offer my obeisance to Srimati Radharani, who is most dear to you. And by offering obeisance to Srimati Radharani, we should know that Srimati Radharani is never alone. And we can see here on the altar also, there Lalita and Vishaka are there. So Srimati Radharani is not alone. If we offer our obeisance to Srimati Radharani, if we want to establish relationship with Srimati Radharani, we should connect with her devotees. Therefore Lord Chaitanya is praying, Gopi Bhartuh Padakamalur Dasa Dasana Dasa. I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, who is sustainer of gopis. So, therefore, this is a message that we should surrender to the servants of Srimati Radharani. And servants of Srimati Radharani, of course, is Sakis and Manjaris. No one in the male form can become a servant of Srimati Radharani. Yes, we should understand this deeply, not cheaply. If we understand this cheaply, we'll be cheated. Yes, we'll be cheated. Instead of jewels, we'll get some plastic jewelry. Yes. Instead of real jewelry, we'll get some imitation. Therefore, we should pray for this kind of relationship. We should pray for this mood. This will not just come automatically, as we discussed, but some mechanical process. No, this should be hankered for, this should be prayed for, this should be meditated upon. Yes. Yes, this is called loba. Tat tat bhavadi madhurye shruta dirata peshati. Natra shastram niyuktim cha tat lobapati lakshanam. That it is explained in Shastra that loba is deep hankering for a relationship for Krishna, or it's actually called greed. Loba is greed. Yes, we should develop this great greed for the Lord. But this cannot be attained. This can be only bestowed by mercy. Krishna tat bhakta karunya matra lobeka hetuka. Pushti margataya keshit iham raga nagochati. This loba is mercy of Krishna and Guru. Krishna tat bhakta karunya. Of Krishna and Bhakta. Therefore, we should hanker for this mercy, pray for this mercy, long for this mercy. Yes, if we don't have this great hankering attitude, we will never achieve it. Yes, because it's not achievable, and it's not just given, just like that. We have explained this. The whole story that Dāmodarāṣṭaka is glorifying is just about this, that we should endeavor to bind Krishna. We should pray with all our heart to bind Krishna. Because if we don't have this attitude, it's not possible. Yes, how it's possible? Then Krishna will allow you to go on with your life, even spiritual life. Yeah. But these most intimate pastimes are sacred, so sacred that they're above Vaikuntha. No one from Vaikuntha can connect with them. Not even Lakshmi herself, although he underwent great austerities for centuries to achieve place in the rasa dance of Krishna, she was not allowed. Yes, she was not allowed to enter because she didn't change her mood. She didn't become a gopi. Yes, she just meditated as Lakshmi. Yeah. Therefore, one who is not ready to give up his identity, sarvo upadi vinirmuktan tat paratvena nirmilam hrishikena hrishikesha sevanam bhaktiruchati. We should be ready to give up all our upadis, all our identifications. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm old, I'm young, I'm whatever. Christian, Muslim, Hare Krishna. I'm street sweeper. I'm president of the USA. Whatever identification is there, just give it up. Yes, my only longing, my only hankering is just to become a servant of the servant of Srimati Radharani. Yes, this should be my hankering, my prayer, my only desire in my heart. And Srimati Radharani is, of course, we should know that Krishna and Radha are one personality. Yes, it is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. They are one personality, but they became two from time immemorial. This is beyond time, for enjoying loving pastimes, because there is no enjoyment in being alone. All enjoyment is in love, actually, and love. For love, there have to be two, and isn't it true? Yes. One who loves and one who is the object of your love. Yes. There are two. Therefore, love is beyond the bliss of liberation, of oneness. Yes. And Srimati Radharani is Lord's abode of love. Yes. All love that there is Srimati Radharani. There is no love outside Srimati Radharani. Yes. Not possible. She's the source of all the Lakshmis in the spiritual world. Actually, she's the source of all energies, different energies. And we as the Tatastha Shakti are also one of the energies. So we are also one of the energies of Srimati Radharani. And our whole purpose of life is to satisfy Krishna. Yes, because Srimati Radharani's only purpose is to satisfy Krishna, nothing else. No other agenda is in her mind, just to please Krishna, just to please Krishna, just to please Krishna. And the purpose of her servants is also to bring Radha and Krishna together, isn't it? This is the only purpose of the servants of Srimati Radharani. So we, as tiny fragments of her energy, this should also be our only purpose in life, to bring Radha and Krishna together. And we should understand that all different living entities are particles of Srimati Radharani. So, therefore, Prabhupada says that preaching is the essence of our spiritual life. Yes, preaching is the essence. Therefore, by preaching, we try to facilitate, to support, to assist these particles of Srimati Radharani to connect with Krishna. And this should be our only purpose in life. If we entertain any other purpose in our heart, then we connect with Durga, which is also energy of Srimati Radharani. But Durga is her emanation of material energy. Yes. So, if we pray for any material boon, we actually pray to Durga, because Srimati Radharani, she has nothing to do with material nature, nothing to do with material existence. Yes, when she wants to touch material energy, she transforms into Durga. Yes, so material prayer to her or to Krishna not accepted by her. We should understand this. That we should connect with this pure desire, or at least we should purify our existence. Pray to Krishna to help to purify us, because we are not able to purify ourselves. Yes. Krishna, when he is satisfied by our bhakti, he purifies us from within the heart. Shrimbatak spakatak Krishna, punya shravana kirtana, hridyantak stohya badrani vidunoti suhritsatam. It is explained in 2nd chapter of 1st canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, that Krishna, who is situated in the heart of living entity, he purifies us when he is satisfied with our devotional service. Yes. So it's not in our power to purify ourselves, but we can render pure devotional service under the guidance of our spiritual master, under the guidance of our Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, with this deep hankering for developing pure relationship to Radha and Krishna, and with our pure motive and this prayerful mood. Krishna, please purify my heart. And the most powerful purificatory effect is chanting of the holy names. Yes. Chanting of the holy names. Yes. So you should know that Srimati Radharani is the personification of bhakti, and she has unlimited power. So the Lord is bound by her love. He cannot resist her love. He cannot resist her love. So much so that he cannot, even for fun, maintain any other form than his Shyamasundar form. Yes, we mentioned how Lakshmi performed unlimited austerities to attain Krishna, although she is the consort of Lord Narayan. So she has association of Lord Narayan, but she wanted Krishna only. But the gopis, when Krishna suddenly left Rasa dance, were searching frantically for Krishna, and Krishna wanted to make fun with them, and he turned into Narayan, and gopis met Lord Narayan, Krishna in the form of Narayan, and although they achieved Lord Narayan, they weren't interested in Narayan. They asked him, where is Krishna? So Lakshmi, who has association of Lord Narayan. She wanted Krishna. And the gopis who met Narayan, they didn't want association with Narayan. They wanted Krishna. Yes. And then Lord Krishna transformed into Narayan, showed them some, pulled them to some path that Krishna went in that direction. But when Srimati Radharani came, he also wanted to make fun with her, but he couldn't. These 2 extra hands just melted away. And he assumed his Shyamasundar form again, because her love was focused exclusively on Lord Krishna. It's like gopis, when we're searching for Krishna, in the beginning, it's explained in Bhagavatam, after rasa dance, they were so absorbed in Krishna, then they even started to identify with Krishna. Krishna ham pashyata gatim. I am Krishna. See how gracefully I walk. Hare Krishna. So, this should be actually our hankering. Seva sadhaka rupena siddha rupena chatrahi tad bhavalipsana karma vraja lokanusardaha. It is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita that we should render service according to Vaidhi Bhakti process with our body. Seva sadhaka rupena. But in our heart, we should hanker for this deep, loving relationship with the Lord. Siddha Rupina Chatrahi, in our perfected form. Yes, that bhava lipsyuna karya. We should hanker for this bhava of the residents of Vrindavan, Vraja Lokanusarataha, and follow the examples of this Vraja Loka, or residents of Vrindavan. And Rupa Goswami, in his Upadeshamrita, explained that this is the essence of all advice. We have already discussed this, yes. Tanama Rupa Charitade Sukirtanano, Smrityoh Karmena Varasanama Nasina Yoja, Tishtan Vrajeta Tunanaragi Jananugami, Kalam Nayeta Kilami Tupadesha Saram. That Upadesha Saram, or essence of all instruction, is to Tannama Rupa Charitade Sukirtanano, to always glorify Lord's name, Lord's form and pastimes, and to engage our mind constantly in these things. Smrityoh, that we should remember Lord's names, pastimes and forms. Smrityoh kramena rasanama nasini yoja, and engage our mind to be immersed in this rasa of Vrindavan, manasini yoja. Yes, Tishtan vrajeta tunaragi jananugami, and we should live in Vrindavan and follow the residents of Vrindavan. And it's explained also by Rupa Goswami that if one is not able to physically live in Vrindavan, one should live in spirit in Vrindavan, in his heart. Yes. So this is the abode of Radha Gopinath. So you live in Vrindavan. Radha and Gopinath, they don't move an inch out of Vrindavan. Yes. So you should have this meditation, this vision, this great longing to be their servant of their servants. Yes. And this is the essence of all advice. Kalam nayeta kilam. One should engage all the time in such meditation. Not just, this is my 2-hour meditation per day, or 15 minutes meditation, or any limited time. Kalam nayet akilam. Akilam means in entirety. So kalam means time. So all the time we should be engaged like this. And if it is not possible, we should just pray to the Lord to make it possible. Yes, Lord has unlimited potencies, and agata-nagatana shakti is one of his potencies that makes impossible possible. So maybe for us it's impossible to engage 24 hours a day in such a meditation. But if we pray to the Lord, he has the potency to that makes impossible possible. Agata-nagatana shakti. And this is also one of the potencies of Srimati Radharani. So by Srimati Radharani's mercy, everything is possible. And mercy of her devotees, like Radhita and Vishaka, and Rupa Goswami, who is... So, yes, this is important. One should try to follow the example of this Rajaloka, as we said, Tishtam Vrajeta Donaragi Jananugami, to follow this example of Rajavasis. There are two kinds of Rajavasis. One Rajavasis are those in sadhaka form, that appear to be in sadhaka form, like Rupa Goswami, and Goswamis in Vrindavan, and Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada. We should follow their example. They appear in sadhaka form. That means they perform devotional service of chanting the holy names, hearing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, and so on. But we should also hanker for and try to follow in our heart this example of Nitya Sita from Vrindavan, associates of the Lord. Yes. So there are two forms of Vrajaloka, Sadhaka and Siddha. Of course, all these personalities are Siddha, but externally they perform sadhana, and internally they're always the associates, intimate associates of the Lord in Vrindavan. So we should become follower of both features of these great personalities. Yes, and he performs unlimited pastimes. Yes, unlimited pastimes in Vrindavan. So, as we have explained in this seminar, we should go very deeply and scrutinizingly through Bhagavad Gita and all the 9th cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. And then we can properly understand the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And also we should go through Chaitanya Charitamrita and other Srila Prabhupada's books with serious attitude, with this prayerful attitude to connect with Krishna, not just to get some information or to appear scholarly or any other motive. Our motive should be, I pray to connect with Krishna. I pray to understand you, Krishna. And then we will have this Vraja understanding all the time. Like Srila Prabhupada in his purports in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, he explains that this creation by the Lord is his Lord's rasa dance with these material energies. Yes. So Prabhupada has this vision, although he was so careful that we shouldn't, without proper attitude, enter or connect with these pastimes. Nevertheless, he was always leading us towards this highest understanding. Even he took it from something so material, one would say, as creation of material world. So we should go deep in these pastimes of Vrindavan through properly understanding the tattva. If we don't properly understand the tattva, everything will collapse. Everything will collapse. Then we'll take these pastimes of Radha and Krishna and the gopis from Vrindavan as some entertaining story that incite our enjoyment spirit in this world. Yes. So we have to connect with advanced devotees and discuss these topics with them and approach these topics with prayerful attitude to our Guru, to Srila Prabhupada, to all the acharyas, and take their purports and commentaries very seriously. But don't shy away from these pastimes, because this is the most precious jewel brought to us by Srila Prabhupada through the acharyas, from Lord Chaitanya himself, who is Radha and Krishna combined. Hare Krishna. Is there any question or comment or doubt? Yes, please.
Because there is the description that Damodar was very afraid of Mother Yashoda, and when she tried to bind him, really afraid, and he was shaking, but crying, he was very emotional. What he was afraid of? What was the reason he was afraid?
Yes, Mother Yashoda had a stick in her hand. He was afraid to be beaten by the stick. One may think that this is not proper to make a child afraid, but child sometimes should be afraid of his parents, as this is for their benefit. Because children has to be disciplined. And if they should know that my parents are my authorities. So everyone should have some healthy fear of authority. Yes. It is explained in Mahabharata how the foremost duty of a king is punishment. He carries the rod of punishment. Yes. If he is too soft that he doesn't punish, he actually goes to hell. Yes, because he destroys the society by being too soft. But again, he shouldn't be too strict or too hard either. So also the parent should be strict but not too hard. You should find this balance to benefit our dependents. This is the art of actually being a parent or being a king or being a temple president or something to have some certain authority. One should not be too lenient and one should not be too strict. Yes, if we are too lenient, we just destroy everything, because then everyone will take advantage of us. Of course, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it is explained by our acharyas that Mother Yashoda would never use his her stick. And Prabhupada took her example and said to the teachers that they should show the stick but not use it. So Mother Yashoda also used the stick, showed the stick, but she didn't use it. Yes, and of course this relationship, this is natural relationship between parents and children. And Krishna just wanted to have this genuine relationship with everyone in Vrindavan. So, and he was so absorbed in this relationship that he forgot that he's Supreme Lord. So he really became afraid. And Mother Kunti was praying in the 8th chapter of 1st canto, how this is most astonishing that Krishna, although he is feared by fear personified, he was really afraid of Mother Yashoda. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Seminar, very helpful in many ways. I just wanted to clarify one point. You said that with the energies of Srimati Radharani, the Tatastha Shakti, but sometimes it's said that all the jivas, all the living entities come from the source of Lord Balaram. Just that point.
Yes. Lord Balaram is also not different from Krishna. Lord Balaram emanates from Krishna, and Srimati Radharani also emanates from Krishna. Actually, all potencies are therefore the potencies of Srimati Radharani. But this doesn't contradict that Mamaivam Sho Jiva Loki Jiva Bhutak Sanatana. Krishna also says that all the living entities are my part and parcels in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And technically speaking, also Balaram is emanating to this Shatravyuha, and then Sankarshan to the next Shatravyuha, and then to Narayan, and then to Mahavishnu, and from Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and Kshiradakashaya Vishnu, and these living entities in material world then emanate from them. So, but actually, this is again, everything is Krishna. We should know that Krishna is. There's no difference between Balaram and Krishna, and no difference between Vishnu and Krishna. But his form, Krishna's form, is superior. So also these energies, Srimati Radharani appears with any form of Krishna, just supports his pastimes, supports his enjoyment, and she appears as Lakshmis in Vaikuntha, and different energies that the Lord enjoys. So she's Hladini Shakti, gives pleasure to the Lord in every possible feature that the Lord assumes. And so also these potencies, we are also potency of Krishna. We are also Srimati Radharani's potency to please Krishna. So if we don't use our natural propensity to serve Krishna for Krishna's pleasure, we found ourselves in material circumstances, in material realm. Yes, Hare Krishna.
So can I just, so it's okay for us to meditate that we're, coming from Radharani.
Yes.
And so that's a kind of good meditation.
Yeah. Yes, and that we are her servants.
We're her servant, and it's okay to, we don't have to think of ourselves as coming through Balaram.
No, this is not necessary.
Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
One thing I want to say is I heard Prabhupada, he was mentioning that Mother Mary in Christianity, she was the potency of Radharani.
Yes.
So it's like the Radharani is in charge of like the female potency or also the male potency.
Yes, she's female potency. Of course, female potency is the enjoyed potency. And male potency is the enjoyer potency. Therefore, every potency is actually female potency. We are Prakriti, meant for Krishna's enjoyment. We are not Purusha. Also, although in material world we appear as Purusha, and it's explained in the 13th chapter. Krishna names living entities as Purusha because they try to enjoy material world. Yes, but with spiritual development, we should understand that we are Prakriti, that we are potencies of the Lord, that we are meant for Krishna's enjoyment, that we are not the enjoyers. And so Mother Mary was also in this spirit when this angel came to reveal her that she will conceive Jesus, the Son of the Lord. She said, I'm just a maidservant of the Lord. I don't know the English translation exactly. I'm just the maidservant of the Lord, and let the Lord will happens. Yes, not my will, but the Lord will. Like Jesus later also prayed, not my will, let the Lord will happens. Yes, this was her mood. I'm not important. The Lord's enjoyment is important. The Lord's wish is important. Let me have this child by the Lord's will to please Him. Yes. Therefore, definitely, she's the potency of Srimati Radharani, because this is Hladini Shakti, only for the Lord's pleasure. And if we have this same attitude, everything just for the Lord's pleasure, doesn't matter what happens to us and in what situation we are, then this is Hladini of Srimati Radharani. Yes. And even the queens of Dwaraka don't have this potency in full. Therefore we should become servants of Srimati Radharani only to achieve this purest, most form of her love. Hare Krishna. Yes?
A little question about Lakshmi Devi. You said that Lakshmi Devi seated tapasya in order to enter into the rasa dance with Krishna, but actually she is the eternal counterpart of Narayan. So is it not like she is therefore is like, we call it overspel, hoe zeg je dat? She is like having Narayan as her husband, but at the same time she's looking with her other eye to another husband.
Yes, this was a joke that Lord Chaitanya was joking with Venkatabhata when he stayed with him for 4 months in during Chaturmasya in South India, in Rangakshetra. And because Venkatabhata was Sri Vaishnava, he was worshipper of Lord Narayan, and Lord Chaitanya was teasing him like this. And as you mentioned, and then Venkatabhata said that actually Krishna and Narayan are one personality, but Krishna's pastimes are more intimate, therefore more sweet. Therefore Lakshmi wanted to join these sweet pastimes of her husband. Yes.
There was no fault on her part.
Yes, yes. So she's the most chaste. She's not unchaste, but she wanted to connect to Krishna in his most intimate pastimes. But she was not allowed to, because she maintained this Lakshmi mentality. Yes. It's not possible to attain Krishna with Lakshmi mentality. It's not possible to attain Krishna with our spiritual material understanding, that I'm servant in this form. If I perceive myself in this material form, this present form of my body, I cannot connect with Radha and Krishna. Therefore, as long as we have this consciousness, we worship Radha Gopinath in Lakshmi Narayan, with Lakshmi Narayan mood. Therefore, we should give up sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. We should give up all these upadis, all these identifications. I'm a man or I'm a woman. I'm a male devotee, I'm a woman devotee, female devotee. We should give up these ideas. But still, of course, we should follow the proper etiquette according to our position we were put in. Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much for your attention. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Dāmodarāṣṭakam ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.